Have you ever felt lost in the chaos of life, wondering if any of it has meaning? Maybe you're going through something painful and asking, why is this happening to me? Well, there's one Bible verse that completely changed my perspective, and it might change yours too. It's Romans 8:28, and it carries a message of hope that we all need. Hi everyone, welcome to the Living Bible Tales. Today, we're diving into a verse that has brought peace to countless hearts, including mine. Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Now this isn't just a feel-good quote, it's a deep truth, a promise, one that says, even when life feels out of control, God is still working. Even the hard parts, the confusing ones, the painful ones, He's using all of it for something good. What is Romans 8:28 all about? This verse was written by the Apostle Paul in his letter to the Romans during a time when Christians were being persecuted. Paul himself had been beaten, imprisoned, and misunderstood. He wasn't speaking from a place of comfort. He was writing this while enduring suffering. But Paul had experienced something powerful. He realized that God doesn't promise us an easy life, but He does promise that everything we go through can be used for a greater purpose. Romans 8:28 isn't saying that everything is good. It says God can work all things together for good, for those who love Him and are walking with Him. That includes heartbreak, loss, failure, and disappointment. How about you? Has there ever been a time when something painful led to unexpected growth or blessing in your life? Share your story in the comments. You never know, your journey might be the light someone else needs right now. Life has a way of surprising us. A job loss, a betrayal, a sudden diagnosis, moments that leave us reeling. But here's what Romans 8:28 tells us. Those moments are not the end of the story. God is a master weaver. He takes the broken threads of our lives, the ones we think are useless, and somehow creates a beautiful tapestry. But notice something important. This promise is for those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. That means when we walk with God, when we trust Him with our brokenness, He begins to do something miraculous with it. I remember a time when everything felt like it was falling apart. I lost something I thought I couldn't live without. I was frustrated, confused, and honestly angry at God. But I kept holding on to this verse. Even when I didn't understand, I chose to trust that God was doing something behind the scenes. And little by little, He did. I found new doors opening. People came into my life who reminded me of God's love. I grew stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. What felt like the end became a new beginning. If you're in a painful season right now, please hear this. Your story isn't over. God is not finished with you. Romans 8:28 reminds us that even our detours, even our breakdowns, are being rewritten into something meaningful. You may not see the good yet, but just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. So if this verse touched your heart today, hold on to it, memorize it, speak it over your life. In all things, God works for the good. You're not alone. And this season you're in, it might just be the soil where something beautiful begins to grow. If this message encouraged you, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs a reminder that their pain has a purpose. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more real-life Bible stories that speak to the soul. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep the faith and remember, your story matters.